Hello everybody and welcome back to a brand new episode of Top Drives. After an excessive moving period, I am finally landed and I can make some more videos for you guys. This process has been a tedious and a long drawn out process. I hope you can understand that I haven't been able to make as frequent of videos as I would have personally liked to. Also, if you are noticing, I have more of a lower voice today, like I'm trying to not make too much noise because it is still very echoey here. That is going to obviously change as I furniture the room more, but as for now, because of this echo, I'm gonna try to be quiet. Also, there might be noises from other people all around and even some noises from cars on the street. I do not know what I'm going to do about this yet. It's currently 11 on a Wednesday and I am very surprised that people are actually at home. You know, I would think that they would be working now, but what do I know? I'm gonna go into the tune-up today. That's what we're gonna do. I'm a bit angsty about this whole situation, as you can tell, because obviously I want to keep providing content for you guys. Meanwhile, I want them to be, you know, my videos to be not too noise in the background and stuff like this, but that might not be a choice I can make right now. So you're gonna have to bear with this for at least a little while I get acclimatized and everything gets like I can understand when and when not is good to record and stuff like that. So but with that being said, I hope you are doing well today, guys. Obviously Wednesday, never a fun day, right? Never a fun day, but I hope you're doing alright this besides it being a rough day. Rough day for many, I think. And yeah, the tune-up, and we have the cache glitch, of course we do. Why wouldn't we? The tune-up, obviously, nowadays kind of easy, usually at least, so we'll see if that is the case here as well. Considering what sort of cars you need for this, I think I've got this in the bag. Let us have a look. Now, I have no idea how I'm gonna do in the finals. Like, I haven't even, you know, I haven't even looked at the requirements or anything like that because I've just been so busy doing what I'm doing. So I can't really give you any insight on how I think I will do. But I'm gonna check that out and we're gonna see if I have any chance. The price car is not the absolute best price car ever. Obviously it's kind of an okay one because of its standard tires, but even then it's not the absolute best car, so I am not too upset if I miss it, and definitely considering the circumstances it would be quite understandable if I were to miss this one, because I haven't really had the time to focus on top drives or anything on my computer, which is not good because obviously that's where I make the majority of my money. But it is what it is. You gotta have periods like this where you just let yourself do what you need to do in life so that you can move forward with your work and all of that stuff. I am looking into, actually, now that I have moved locations, I'm in another city. I have looked into getting some sort of job here, as well as, you know, doing YouTube and doing all the other things I do on the side that you don't really know about. But the thing about that is that I want something part-time so that I can still do this and like focus a great deal of my attention onto like YouTube and all of my other income streams so that I can you know, do what I love as well. And then of course having some sort of part-time job so that I can make things work on, you know, if for whatever reasons, you know, nobody watches me anymore on YouTube and everything goes bad with everything else that I do, then I have a backup, you know, or whatever. I still have money for rent and food and whatever. which I think is kind of important. Yeah, so that's kind of what's going on. If you're wondering why I'm so infrequent, I think the frequency is gonna become better here. However, as I said, with the echo and the noise outside and stuff like that, I will do whatever is in my power to make sure that the sound is as good as it can be, and it's gonna get better over the coming couple of weeks. But that's the thing, the coming couple of weeks, right? I'm gonna have to need a bit of time before I can get everything sorted, so that we can have, properly have the sound be all right, so that you don't die every time I come out with a video. I don't know if you can hear when cars pass by my window, but I most certainly can. We really don't have anything. I'm gonna filter it. Nah, we don't really do it. Okay, so let's do that. Whoops. Yeah, I hope that the sound is not too god awful, but I don't think it is. So yeah, then you know the situation, guys. You know why I've been away, and you know that of course I'm back. Yeah. But yeah, if you look at my recent weeks or whatever, there has been a lot of gaps in my upload schedule, to say the very least, and that's because obviously moving is like a whole process. It's actually. So I'm so over it. I'm so over it. Like I'm not gonna move now for a while here. At least I'm gonna stay here for like 9 months or something. Like I am not moving for a while now, because it is a whole ordeal. It is a whole ordeal, and you know that if you've ever moved, of course. So I'm not trying to gain any sympathy points or anything like that, but it's it's a hassle. It's a hassle to move. It always has been. That's a lot of points for that. Holy moly. Okay, no coupe for you. 2016 standard? What? Okay. Is that the requirement for the finals? That is so unbelievably specific, if that is true. Yeah, okay, I can't really have this one now, can I? Aha. Oh, but I already have one in, but I can have another one. Why not? Okay. I mean, these are medium, both of them, right? Yeah. Now, so far this tune-up has been about as what I expect. Not too incredibly challenging, but still, it has a little bit of a bite. They always do. Okay, this is an interesting one. Mixed. City street and drag. City street and a drag is tough with these cars, honestly. What do I do for a drag here? Maybe this guy. That is never gonna work in a million years. This is... No, that's low. Okay, well then it's gonna work every single time. It's funny how your opinion can change so easily. I thought the Evos was medium. Alright. Have you ever also had that, when you move and then you realize you forgot like a million things and now you have to buy them afterwards? Yeah, that's kind of my situation here. Obviously I'm not made of money, that YouTuber lifestyle is what it is, so I'm slowly reacquiring all of the things. And again, you can clearly hear that having a part-time job is probably gonna be a good decision for me if I'm struggling, like this. So I'm happy to do that, which is nice, you know. I feel like I could have been one of those person, you know, one of the people who are like, you know, it worked doing this full time for a while, so then I would expect it to be all my life, you know. I'm happy I'm not one of those people, because I feel like I can manage my expectations, which is something that is very important in real life. And there are a lot of privileged people out there who are not accepting of the fact that you should probably check yourself before you go all out on something, and that is what it is. But that's just my 2 cents about it, and obviously I think everything will work out. If you know anything about people, you know, in my, you know, other top drives YouTubers, you know, CMG is gone. I'm guessing he probably got a job, you know. Louis is, or Blossom, is working also, you know. He's not just doing YouTube, he's also working. So like, you gotta kind of side hustle in this industry, because the fact of the matter is that it's not gonna be super duper easy to live on just making a bunch of videos every week, you know. And that's just how it works. You gotta be very successful for you to have enough money at the end of the month to be surviving on just YouTube alone. You have to have, like, I would say at least 500,000 views in a month, and that would be enough. And I don't get 500,000 views in a month, unfortunately. I wish I did. Maybe when I start uploading frequently again, I can get up to my all-time highs, which were like 200k a month. But as it sits right now, I'm sitting at like 60-70k a month, and you know, that doesn't work. I'm views, of course, not money. I get like barely next to nothing now. So you know, it's time to think realistically. But I also love making these videos. Like, I would do these videos for free, I'm sure. Not as frequently, of course, if it was for free, but I would definitely still do them if I didn't even get paid a single cent for them, you know. So don't worry, guys, I'm not going anywhere. So I'll still be here making the content. But especially if I do find myself a job, I might not be as frequent on here as well. But of course you would understand that. But for now, we're in that sort of period where I actually have the freedom to make some videos before I find myself a job here. So I've got to take advantage of that situation that we were in here. If you think I sound sad or something like that, that's not it. I'm just trying to keep my voice down because of the echo. I'm actually very hopeful about my living situation now, and about moving to a new city and stuff like that. All of it is very, very fun for me. So the reason why I am sounding a little bit off in my voice maybe is because I'm trying to keep my voice down for the echo. So that's it. So don't worry, I'm not sad or anything. I'm perfectly fine. The thing is this guy, right? Or maybe that works. Now, speaking about my new apartment, I'm happy to have it, but I just got the list of what they are yet to fix. And there is a lot they are yet to fix, I'll tell you that much. There was so many points. It was actually kind of crazy to me how many points there was for them to fix. But I talked with a lady who is like the supervisor of the company that I'm renting out from, and she says that it should be done within like 2 weeks, all of the stuff that needs to be done. That's what we are using. Okay, good. And of course I believe her, because what would be her reason to lie to me, right? So it feels good that they are gonna fix everything, because I was like, they probably are not gonna fix this because my rent is super cheap, right? So it was very nice to get the paper and see, you know, this and this and this we are planning to fix, and this we are not planning to fix, you know. And the things that they are not planning to fix, they are like very minor things, and I also get a discount on my rent because they are not fixing those things. So it's like a win-win scenario for me, because I don't really care about those things, because they are so minimalistic that they won't really impact my day-to-day life. The things that I am worried about and the things that I want them to fix are obviously things that are going to hinder me somewhat, or like be a nuisance in my day-to-day life, and those are the things that I'm really looking for them to do something about, which they will, which is very good, very good. Had a very good talk with the real estate agency, and they were very nice people. Walked me through everything, since this is my like first time moving like this, like the way I am now, with like through real estate and through like my own contract and everything. My prior contract was on in my girlfriend's name, so this is obviously different, because now everything is on me, and I wanted to make sure that I have everything down pat, and now I feel better about it, because now I understand what's expected of me and what's expected of them, and so on and so forth. You know how it is. Maybe you don't. It depends on your age, of course, and on where you are in life, of course. I think age doesn't really matter. If you are feeling bad, if you're like 24, 25 and you're still at home, don't feel bad. Like, come on. Everybody does things in their own pace, and life is longer than that. Don't worry. Maybe if you are 35 and you are still at home, maybe you should be thinking about, time to get out, maybe, I don't know. But in the early stages of life, I think everybody, develop at a different rate, and everybody has different opportunities and different privileges that they can use to actually, get to where they want to. I know a lot of people who are, looking for a job, looking for some sort of residence, looking for whatever they may be looking for. They are stuck in this, that they are looking for that particular thing, and that thing they cannot find. And I have the greatest of sympathy for them, because in the past, before being kind of serious on YouTube, I also had trouble looking for jobs. There was a lot of people who brought me into interviews, and that was it. I got a lot of no's here and there. I think all in all, I probably applied to I applied to so many jobs, but I got the interviews at, I think, maybe 15 places, and everybody said no, which is wow. So I understand the people who have a slow start in life, and I especially understand the people who are trying to start out during the pandemic, because come on, it was a tough time to do anything, let alone get a job. So and I think a lot of people are still struggling from the aftermath of that. A lot of people who are still sitting at home today are sitting at home because they couldn't get that break that they needed during that world event. So I have the greatest of respect towards anyone who is trying. That's all I'm gonna say, right? So if you're not trying, then that's where my respect stops for you, right? But if you're actively trying every single day, or at least to the best of your capabilities, I understand that you can be feeling under the weather, under the mood, feeling bad about not finding anything, and therefore you're not like actively trying every day, but you're trying to have days where you feel that you can, and then you have days that you feel like it's just hopeless, right? But if you're somewhere in your heart, you're trying to get out of the situation you're in because you know that it's suboptimal, then I have the greatest of respect for you. Like, no matter in what pace you get from A to B, right? It doesn't really matter. And I think a lot more people should think like that. And another thing I think is that employers, I think, at least here, I know it's probably different where you live. I know in a lot of countries employers are super open to like most propositions, but here I feel as though a lot of the people who are the deciding factor in whether or not you get a job are biased and not the nicest of people. And maybe that would come as a shock to you, as you know that I live in Sweden, and Sweden is supposed to be this hyper progressive country and all of that. But I think sometimes that is just a facade, you know, something that we show to the rest of the world, and then inside there's actually a lot more, you know, going on. It's rough, but of course it's way better than other countries, and I feel no right to complain when people are living in countries that are like openly corrupt, right? It's not like that. We definitely have a very, very high standard of living. I'm just speaking from personal experience, being a you know, very tall man with like dark features. It's hard to make a good expression, you know, and a good impression, sorry, when people don't really take the time to find out who you are besides, you know, the way that you look. And I think a lot of people can definitely, you know, relate to that, I'm sure. Like if I had the typical Swedish look, you know, if I was blonde and I had blue eyes and, you know, I wasn't half Russian, I'm sure it would look a lot differently when I was applying for jobs, you know, in service and stuff like that. And in a way I can understand it, because you want your the people who are representing you to look approachable and look presentable and whatever, yada yada. But at the same time, you know, give a kid a break. I mean, when I was looking for jobs, I was like 17, you know, give a kid a break. That's what I think. But yeah, I think that's just my personal experience, and probably just a lot of bad luck as well, because I know a lot of people who are, you know, getting perfectly good help and, you know, getting out there in Sweden. And obviously I've had the luxury and liberty of, you know, having a YouTube career randomly, which I am very thankful for you guys. But especially during the high days, I would say the high days was like a couple of years ago. I was making enough money to, you know, just do that anyways, and I was, you know, I was moving away from home as well. But the thing is, when you're working with YouTube, you can't really be on a contract, because they're like, what, but you work with something that isn't like a job, what are you doing? You know, so that has been the problem with finding a residence for me. But I finally found a company that kind of understands the whole thing, and like they're like, okay, I can see this, you can live here, obviously. So I'm happy about that. But I think that has made the moving process for me a little bit harder than, you know, for an average person who, you know, just, oh yeah, I work here, there we go, okay, here's the residence, you know. I've had to kind of prove myself, and like, yeah, here's my YouTube channel, yeah, these many people watch, you can see here what I earned, and so forth. So it's been a lot of fun though still, like trying to, you know, get more and more people to understand that you can actually do this, you know. Not that I make a good living from this, that's why I'm trying to find a job, because I don't, but it's still funny. It's an eye-opener for many, I think, especially the older generation. I'm sorry for japping, but we're done japping now, because here's the carbon fiber pack. Let's see what we can get. The Opel GT, the Ford Focus, the Chrysler PT Cruiser. Ooh, I didn't have this one. This is new for me. Absolutely brilliant. I really like that. And the final card is going to be... Ah, that is rough though. That is really rough. But there you go, the tune-up. I'm sorry about, you know, talking more about my living situation than the challenge this time around, but I thought the challenge was pretty straightforward. Didn't even need top drives records, didn't need anything like that. And I feel like sharing with you what is happening in my life might be good, considering since you might be waiting for a new video every day, and then all of a sudden I'm gone for like 3 days in a row, and then I'm gone for another 2 days after that, you know what I mean? So this is just me laying it down to you and telling you that this is how things are right now, and this is how it's gonna be. But yeah, I really do appreciate your support. You've always been super supportive, guys, and I really do enjoy that. I very rarely see a negative comment in the comment section, and I really do enjoy the conversation that we usually have, especially over on my Discord server, but also in the comment section. Yeah, if you want to join the Discord, by the way, we have over 2,000 members. It's called the Top Drives Hideout. It's down below in the description, as well as my Instagram page if you want to see what I'm maxing out. And if you want to support me further, feel free to do so. Obviously you don't have to. I definitely know that times can be tough, so don't feel the need to, you know. But if you do, I have a YouTube membership and I have a Patreon page, and both start at just $1 a month. Yeah, and thank you so much for watching. Until the very next time, guys, stay safe, have a good one, take care from now, and goodbye. See you tomorrow, guys.